Hey guys, I am back for video number 2. Welcome back to my channel. And if you never left, hey again. So as promised, this from my last video, this video is going to be about the microbiome testing that I have gotten done for Naomi and that I am getting done for myself. The company's name is Viome. And I heard about this through Dave Asprey and his biohacking journey because I follow him extensively for biohacking advice and tips because he invented the term biohacking and everything. So if you don't know who that is and you're interested in biohacking, please check out Dave Asprey and his book Superhuman, Game Changers, etc., etc. So I don't get sponsored for anything. So yeah, that's not a sponsorship or no affiliate links or anything like that. It's just check them out because there is great, useful information for us to be our best selves. And that's all I want to be is my best self. So I can, you know, do better things and, leave health and wealth, generational health and wealth for my daughter and beyond. So, yes, Viome. So I went on the website, I ordered it. I caught a nice deal for Black Friday, no, Cyber Monday, around the same area. But this is the box. This is what they sent me. For Naomi's, okay. Usually it's I think like $2.99, but it's been on sale for $1.99. So I was gonna get that, and then I got Naomi's on sale for $149, and I was like, "Ooh, okay." So I got hers, and then we got the results back, and then I ordered mine on Cyber Monday, and I got this one for $129. So that was the best sale I had seen. I've been watching them for about 10, 11 months, almost a year. So that's the best price that I've seen personally. So check them out, see if you could catch a deal or a sale. I'll see if there's like a referral code on my profile. And then if so, I'll link it below to see if you could get some kind of deal off or something. So this is what the box looks like. They send it in. It takes like a week for it to come in the mail. Shipping is really easy and whatnot. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open this up. And after I walk through the box and the contents of the box, then I'll get to explaining what the process is and what the results are, what you should be looking out for, etc., etc., the protocol. So I'm gonna open the box up. And then it comes with a pamphlet to register my kit. You keep this card so you could write the registration number down right here. Your kit is your unique ID. Your kit ID is your unique ID. And then you register your kit, you complete your questionnaire, and you collect your sample, and then you send it in. So collecting samples. That's what the gut intelligence box looks like, and then a cute little thank you for ordering sticker inside. So yes, you have to collect your samples. It's not pretty. I don't know any other way to put that. So here's the gut intelligence kit, and here's what comes in it. They ask for measurements, so they give you a tape that that you can measure yourself with if you don't have one at home already. So that helps. Also, here's my sample. I'm gonna cover up my serial number for real. And it's 3 easy steps. So you collect the stool sample. You take your waist and hip measurements and enter that into the questionnaire info before you can even send this in or whatever. When you register your kit, and then you have to take the questionnaire, the beforehand questionnaire, and then you take the questionnaire after you take your sample as well. So there's 2. Yeah, so you had 2 stool sample collectives. For Viome, I didn't have to do that because she's still in pull-ups. So, we just got that sample out of her pull-up. But for an adult, yes, there are toilet catchers and then you go on the toilet catcher, and then please wear gloves, please be hygienic, all that jazz. And then you collect a stool sample from there, and then you put it in this cap, and there's solution already in the cap, the tube. So you put it in there, and then you go through a series of shakes. I'm not going to shake it up now because I don't know what that would do. So you shake it up like for 30 seconds, and you stop, 30 seconds, stop. So you do that for, I think, 3 or 4 times. And then you send it in. And then, so we waited because they were a little behind on orders and whatnot. We waited about 5 weeks. So just a little over a month. It wasn't that bad. Even though I'm impatient, so I was checking it every single day, like, okay, any minute now. But no, seriously, 5 weeks isn't that bad, and they are very in depth. One, if you go to the advanced for the results, if you go to the advanced results list, they will tell you exactly what bacteria lies in your gut microbiome. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, neutral, it doesn't matter. They'll give you the whole rundown. Now, in layman's terms, most of us won't understand that. So you can Google it, you can take it to your doctor, functional medicine doctor, PCP, primary care physician, etc., etc. Do what you do. But yeah, they will be able to go through that with you as far as levels and whatnot. Now, what I like so much about Viome is that it tells what are your superfoods based on your own personal microbiome, what you should avoid based on your own personal microbiome, what you can enjoy, etc., etc. So, like one thing I found out from Viome, one, I was extremely disappointed. I was so sad because I feel like a bad parent. And, well, I felt like a bad parent. And I know she was at multiple disadvantages as far as her microbiome is concerned in the first place, and her immune system. So, you know, she was a preemie. She was 10 weeks early. She was in the NICU for a while. She was a C-section baby, and C-section babies do come out at more of a disadvantage than vaginal birth babies because we give them the bacteria to keep their immune system strong once they pass our womb. So, our canal rather. So she didn't get that experience. None of it. So that was already causing her a disadvantage. And then breastfeeding helps with the immune system. I breastfed for a good 3.5, 4 months. And then I switched over to formula. And, you know, breastfeeding is supposed to, you know, help prevent ear infections. Viome has had 3 ear infections since July. No, 2 ear infections. But she's been on 3 rounds of antibiotics because the first round, she had a double ear infection the first time, and it wasn't clearing up. So she had to get on a second antibiotic. So yeah, it's just like, it's a lot. And I know those antibiotics will kill the good and the bad bacteria. So if you don't need to be on antibiotics, but you're getting it, don't take it. Please, if you can find an alternative way of getting back to your health, please don't take antibiotics. Seriously, like, it's trash. It will trash your whole gut. And your gut is directly connected to your immune system. So your gut health determines your immune system and the strength of it or lack thereof. So I really need y'all to really pay attention to that. And that's why, oh yeah, and I'm going to get on foods soon anyway. So, but that's why we made the switch to like Heritage Farm animals, porks and stuff like that. For our bacon, we do uncured, unprocessed, almost everything. I say almost because, you know, we haven't made the full switch yet, but we're doing better. Grass-fed organic milk, pea plant protein milk, oat milk. Everything is organic, grass-fed, farm-raised. We do free-range chickens. Yeah, we do all of that. So, and I could tell the difference in my health, in my energy, in my immune system, because at the beginning of the school year, I was trash. I used dang near all my off days, my vacation days, and sick days because Viome and I were sick. Being exposed to that many kids, and you know, all they do is pass around germs all day. That's all they do. in just a vicious cycle of germs. So Yomi will get sick, she'll feel better. I get sick, I'll feel better. We both go back to school, and then we both get sick again because it then cycled around the classroom again, and then again we're off. Like, it was terrible. So she's on supplements. I'm on supplements as well. I had taken a break from my supplements for a minute, but I'm back on it, and now I feel way better. And the change in dietary consumption, that has helped me tremendously. Yomi, we're still transitioning her because she's very picky and she doesn't want to eat nearly anything. So yeah, but she eats her fruits, and we get organic produce for the most part. So yeah, I just want to make sure that you know how important the gut is to your overall health. You literally are what you eat. And I really want to bring that home because a lot of people don't realize that. You know, we eat Cheetos, we BS all the time, you know, candy, we drink all types of fruit juices, and fruit juices are bad too. And that's one of my weaknesses because I love me a good cran apple or grape juice or something like that. But without the whole fruit, it's not, you don't ingest the fiber that helps make your body digest it better. And so that's why, you know, you got to eat the whole orange and not drink the orange juice. Plus, orange juice is made, they take the oranges from like 5 different countries, put it all together, and then it just sits in this big container. And then when they're ready, they add like sugar and natural flavors, which aren't so natural most of the time. And they add it to impact the flavor more because it's been sitting there dormant for so long. And then they box it up, ship it out. So yeah, there's orange juice. So I would suggest, if you do juice at home, or go to a place that you know and can trust that'll juice. I'm not a fan of Tropical Smoothie Cafe. It's just like too sugary, like, I don't know. But you know, I haven't done too much research on them. Not to down them. If you want to go there, by all means go there. But I do Beyond Juice and Eatery for my fellow Michiganders. If you're in Southwest or Southeast Michigan, then I know there's one in Grosse Pointe. There's one, I believe, in Royal Oak or Birmingham, somewhere in that area, or Clawson, somewhere in that area. And I believe there's another one in Troy. So check those out. Not for sure about the West Side, but well, Troy is the West Side, and so is Royal Oak, but further deep west. So yeah, go check those out. Check that place out. It's really nice. But yeah, so for Yomi, some of the results that I found out, that she has something in her microbiome that causes a virus once apples are in her system. So it inflames. She has a lot of inflammatory activity in her microbiome, and I feel really bad about it. She only had one thing positive going on with her microbiome. She had like 6 neutral things, and she had like 12 bad things going on. Her gut lining is not so good, and I had a lot of GI issues in my early adulthood, like between like 19 and 24, maybe 25. So my gut lining was one of the issues that I was having. And you know, I had gastritis, I had diverticulitis, I had stomach ulcers, I even had a heart issue. It was a lot. It was a minor heart issue. Let me put that out there. But yeah, it was a lot going on with my gut, and I couldn't figure out why. And I'm learning so much from this biohacking journey, and I'm not a medical professional. Let me put that disclaimer out here right now. I'm not a medical professional, and this is not medical advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. I am not liable for what happens to you on your journey and whatnot, but I'm telling you my personal experience and the experience of my daughter. That's it. So take what you will, use what you will, but do your own thorough research before you make a decision. See your primary care physician, or, you know, a functional medicine doctor. See somebody talk to somebody if you have any questions, any doubts, any concerns, anything. And yes, I will answer whatever questions you have of me within reason. But again, that's coming from my point of view and my experience. I cannot determine what's going to happen to you and your experiences or your loved ones. So take this all with that in mind. But yeah, so she has this virus in her microbiome that infects apples every time an apple comes into her system. And what I didn't realize is that as I'm trying to cut her low on apples, because she loves apples and I feel bad because I don't want to cut her off. So we're switching over to pears. But there's apples in everything. Like even like we got cran raspberry juice from Ocean Spray. There was apple concentrate in there. We got like this Honest fruit juice, and there was apple concentrate in there. Like most of your fruit juices, if it has some kind of mixture in it, like a fruit punch, a mixed berry, or anything like that, it probably has apple concentrate in it. So you should watch out for that. And that's something, every time that she ingests an apple, it causes inflammation in her system, in her gut. And that weakens her immune system because she's been sick a lot as well. Even from minor colds to not being able to breathe out her nose at night when she sleeps, stuff like that. Yeah, so it's just been hard. It's been really hard. Some other things she can't eat, like cabbage, Brussels sprouts, broccoli. They want her to minimize cauliflower and cassava, which is crazy because I have these cauliflower and cassava chips that I've been trying, well, that she loves now. I got everybody hooked on them actually. But I've been giving her those in lieu of regular chips, potato chips. And she's been eating them up. And I just found out that she needs to minimize both of those. So now I have to re-strategize and figure out another chip substitute so that she can, and then a lot of people don't like milk. And milk doesn't agree with their system. Milk, kefir, yogurt, all of that stuff is perfect for her microbiome. So that's great. Probiotics, perfect for her microbiome. Great. We already had her on probiotics to kind of offset the antibiotics anyway. So we've been using Culturelle, the little tasteless packets. And we put that in her milk or juice or whatever. So yeah, we've been doing that. So that helps. But yeah, things that are superfoods for her, artichoke. I think it was a Jerusalem artichoke, as a matter of fact. I've never even heard of a Jerusalem artichoke before I read that. Chicory root. Never cooked with chicory root before. Let's see. Ghee. I do use ghee in the household. So yeah, that's a plus, a win. Like I said, cow's milk, dairy, etc., etc. Let's see, what else did it say is a superfood for her? Grapefruit, which I'm trying to get her to like, but she's like, it's spicy. And I'm like, it's not spicy. It's tangy, it's tart. So, she's learning descriptive words and descriptions for things. So, but she doesn't like grapefruit nevertheless. Not a lot. She'll chew on it a little bit, but she'll be like, I don't like it, like after like 3 or 4 bites. So getting her acclimated to that and then learning recipes for her superfoods is really the challenge for me. And they do give you recipe ideas for it as well. So that helps. They're saying fermented foods like sauerkraut and kimchi is good for her because she needs that kind of extra boost in probiotics and bacteria. So yeah, it's extremely useful. My whole thing is taking inventory. Take inventory of everything in your life, literally everything, from your thoughts to your actions, your habits, your mindset, to your money, to your gut microbiome, to everything, literally everything. So this is our baseline, where we're starting at. When you take inventory, you figure out your baseline, where you're starting at, and then you can add or, cut expenses or, whatever, add and subtract. where you feel necessary. And so this Viome is helping me do that with her, because I want her to be the healthiest she can possibly be. And had I not known any of this, she would have been eating apples all the damn time. And because she loves fruit. So here, take it all. Who would have thought an apple would have been bad for her? They always say an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but obviously not. So, and I don't like that phrase anyway, so I'm not gonna get on that. That's a whole new topic. But yeah, I just want to make sure that she's in the best situation that she can be. And for me personally, I want to make sure that I'm in the best health that I can be in, because I also can get sick easily. Yes, I take my supplements, but as soon as I fall off, it's a wrap. I have low iron. And some things, I have a very sensitive stomach. I could be okay for like a week, and then one random day I'll eat something, and 2 hours later I'm like, I feel sick, I'm throwing up. Like, I don't get it. And it's frustrating, because who wants to throw up randomly? Not me. But I have a very sensitive stomach, and like I've cut on drinking a lot. Like, I don't really take shots anymore. I don't really drink like that. And if I do, it's not hardcore liquor like I used to. I'll stick with my Jack Daniels or Crown and wine. That's it. And I had some champagne for New Year's. I had some mimosas. So yeah, that's what I do, but I don't drink it excessively. I don't drink it often. I had a pint of Jack Daniels that's been here for like 4 months now, and it's still in our freezer. So that's just that. So yeah, you just have to figure out what's harmful to your body, what's hurting, what's helping, what's neutral, and whatnot, and adjust from there. They really go into why you can't have the foods, which is why I know about the apple situation. And they give you serving recommendations for the ones you should minimize. So they'll say no more than a cup of this a day, or no more than a teaspoon of this a day, or a tablespoon, or whatever it may be. So, yeah, I really recommend Viome. Granted, it's kind of expensive. Sure, I will give you that. I definitely give you that. But you have to think about it. Like, it's 2020. We got to start taking care of ourselves. We spend so much money. If clubbing, we all have our vices. Let me put that out there. We all have our vices. If your vice is clubbing, you spending 10 on parking, and I'm just talking about here in Michigan, because I don't know about the other states, but here in Michigan, here in Detroit, oh yeah, you spending 10 on parking at least downtown, 20 for cover charge, depending on male or female, what time you get there, etc. So I'm gonna just say an average of 20. And then you're buying drinks, most likely. So who knows how much you're spending on that. And if you do that every other weekend, hundreds of dollars, literally hundreds. And let's not think about, oh, you got to get your hair done to go to the club. You got to get your nails done to go to the club. Add that as expenses as well. Like, add that onto the list. Fresh outfit. If you got to go buy a new outfit, that's that. Get your eyebrows done. Get you some new makeup, perfume, all of that jazz. So you got to consider all that. Gas money to and from, round trip. You have to consider all of that you spend money on, as far as your vices goes. And if it's not helping you make a profit or helping you better yourself, helping you create the networks that you want as far as your career goes and your personal goals, etc., if it's not helping, then you need to cut it loose, or at least minimize it, and use those resources, that time, that effort, that money, into something that is going to help you out, such as Viome, such as Butcherbox, such as Ring. Like, that's what I've ended up doing, because I can't live my life unhappy. I can't live my life in depression. I can't live my life sad and always sick and all of this stuff. Like, it's too much. So yes, I'm getting organic meats and all that stuff. Call me bougie, call me whatever. But you hear all these stories about, oh, there's a recall on this meat because it wasn't inspected properly, or mad cow disease. I know that's old as hell, but whatever. Like, just as an example, there are so many things that go on, and all the antibiotics they put in these animals, that goes straight from them to you. Once you ingest that, it's a wrap. You get the antibiotics and it kills your gut bacteria all over again. So that's why I get organic meats, because antibiotics are bad for you. I mean, they're good for getting rid of the bad bacteria in your system, but they get rid of all bacteria in your system. It doesn't discriminate between good and bad bacteria. So now you have to adjust and regain all of that. And it takes a long time, like some months, for you to get your microbiome back to baseline. So once it's depleted of the good and the bad. So instead of all of that, how about you just cut the antibiotics out? There's that. So, and organic meat tastes way better. It tastes so much better. Like, I don't like non-organic meat for real anymore. It's just like, it's mediocre at best. So, but that's just my personal thing. And yes, it takes in a little adjustment. But I'm telling you, once you have a grass-fed, grass-finished organic steak, you ain't going back to that other stuff. You like, no, I'm straight. Because I just had steak last night, and grass-fed, grass-finished. And I keep ordering steaks from Butcherbox because it's lit. Like, it is delicious. And people who know me know I love a good steak. I love a good steak. That's like one of my favorite foods. So, yeah, but I digress. That I'm going all off topic. Check out Viome. It's a great way to figure out what your gut baseline is. You got to hit the hard truth before, and maybe your gut microbiome is in great shape. Like, that's fine. But if it's in bad shape, or even if it is in good shape, there's always room for improvement, one. And two, you should retest yourself it takes about 3 months for you to start really seeing changes. So around like 3 to 5 months, every 3 to 5 months, just check it out. And it's cheaper for the retest kit than it is for the original, just to throw that out there. So just so you know. But yeah, it's best to check it out and, make sure that you are at the best you are at the best health that you can be. You're the best you possible. Because once I started switching over my dietary lifestyle and getting better with it, my skin started clearing up. I started having a glow. My eyes got brighter. Like, my teeth got whiter. My nails are getting stronger. I have more energy, and the mental fog that I was experiencing is like diminished damn near. It has been so much better. Like, and I'm going to have a whole little thing on Butcherbox as well. But use Butcherbox. I'm going to put my referral code down there just now, because you could get $30 off your first Butcherbox. But I'm going to go in depth on that on another video. But for now, this is it. I was going to snapshot some of Viome's results, but I'm going to double back and snapshot my own once I receive those, because I just don't want to share something as intimate as her gut microbiome with everybody else. I just don't. And that's my choice as her mommy. So yeah, but when I get mine, I'll definitely share it. I'll snapshot it. I'll edit this video or post an update. I'll post an update with all the snapshots and everything, and I'll link it to my IG and here on YouTube and all that jazz. So yeah, check it out. Viome, Viome. Check out their prices. If I got a referral code, or if I could get you anything off, I'll link it below. But in the meantime, be blessed, spread love, spread happiness, be mindful, and I hope that you guys have been at least thinking about 5 things that you're grateful for every single day since I've been gone. Okay, let me not. But yeah, 5 things that you've been grateful for every single day. And I bet you will have a whole dramatic mindset shift. I bet you have. If you've been doing it and keeping up with that since I've made my last video. If not, that's fine. You can start today. 5 things that you're grateful for. and do it every day. It's best to write it down, so and then you can carry it with you just in case your day gets kind of crappy and whatnot. But yeah, definitely start taking note of that and start paying attention to the life around you, because we're only here once for now, as far as we know, as far as our comprehension knows. So let's make use of our life in the best way that we possibly can. So that's it. Ciao.